Now I'd like to invite on stage Claudio. If you've been here yesterday to see the pitches, Claudio pitched yesterday his startup Bliu Bliu, and I asked him just to elaborate a little bit more on Bliu Bliu in terms of education. Claudio?
Thank you, thank you. So, Bliu Bliu, the smart way to learn languages. I don't know if you have tried to learn a language. Probably you have, because, I mean, you must be Lithuanian, most of you, and you speak English also, if you understand me. And learning a language is a problem shared by millions of people, spending a lot of money also. And how do you normally learn a language? Where you go through a language course. They teach you like the grammar, the rules, all this list of words. What happens is that you maybe understand the teacher in class and you feel, okay, I do understand these phrases, but then you go out in the real world and what do you understand? Like anything, your colleague, your friends. What happened to me after 5 years of studying English when I was in high school, I went to the United States and they were telling me like, so how do you do? I was like, how do I do what? I mean, I was like, how are you fine, thank you? That was my English and very academic. So the feeling you get is like, they're not talking to me, very, very confusing. So how did I improve my English? Basically not through the grammar. What I did was like DVDs, like watching movies, real English, that's the real language that was working for me, and living 6 years in Finland. I mean, I didn't go to London to get my English better, but I went to Finland where, when I speak with people from UK, I don't feel so cool. I mean, I'm Italian, my English is, it's average, but not so good. But in Finland, I could shine with a lot of people, and I was talking in English all the time. I'm Italian, I love to talk, and my English gets so much better. So, I mean, when I came in here in Lithuania, I started with the wrong approach again, with the grammar. And they were teaching me like all this academic Lithuanian. It looks like to me as I will have to meet Dalia any moment. It's like she's my friend because that's the language I can talk. But unfortunately, I will never meet her probably. She passed by yesterday, but she didn't talk to me. And I talk with other people. So what I found very useful for me was to practice with students that we were in the same class. Because we could talk all day like, Laba Diana, Artu Viras, no, Ash Moteris. And like, it was so boring for people around us, but it was like such a good practice for us that it was like hours and hours of nonsense talking that for us it was just so good. So, do you want to know a secret? Why it's so hard to learn languages? The truth is just nobody wants to feel an idiot. No one wants to feel stupid. When you're learning a language and people are talking to you, I'm like, I can say Ash, Esu, Italas, and well, I talk a little better than this in Lithuanian, but I mean, it's really the feeling is that you just don't know what to say, and it's better to switch in English, for example, just to be quiet all the time. So, to me, this is the crucial aspect. It's like confidence. If you can feel confident when you're learning a language, that's when you can speak it. That's why also a lot of people, when they get a little bit drunk, they can talk even languages they've never studied before. Because you get confident and you don't care anymore. Who cares about the rules? I mean, I just want a beer. Do I have to use accusative, genitive? Just, I want a drink. I just want to talk with this girl or this guy. So that's what makes you speak. And that's why we think that to learn a language, you really need to create an environment where as a student, you don't feel like a student. I mean, you feel like you're having fun. And studying shouldn't be used as the word. I mean, you're learning. And you're learning while having fun and feeling cool. So this is, you don't have to read this slide. I'm sorry I used like more than 3 words. But this was in my grammar book on page 30. And it's a story that to you it might look like very boring. But to me that I was studying, it was like, oh my God, I mean, this is a story. And Steve Jobs teach us, and all these great speakers, that storytelling, it's really cool. If you want to get a message across, I mean, you need to tell a story. So when I read this story, it was like, okay, this is really cool. Where's the next one? Where's my next story? And it's really hard to find content at a beginner intermediate level that you can understand. Should I go for children books? I mean, children books are, maybe I understand them, but they're for children. I'm a little bit older than Winnie the Pooh. I mean, I don't really get engaged with these kind of stories. So that's why we built Bliu Bliu. This is our own page, and we wanted to build a system that kind of find for you the next story at your level. So what we do, we take the internet basically. We take Wikipedia, YouTube, whatever we can find on the internet. And after a short tutorial where we ask you like, what do you know? You just have to click on words and tell, you know, I know this, I don't know this. Then we're able to find for you content from the internet that you can understand. And the feeling is like, okay, I do know some Lithuanian or whatever language. Probably you're not learning Lithuanian. And when we combine this, you tell us, I like Apple technology, and this is what I know. We can find video like this, and that's how you learn, you practice your English, because we know you understand everything, and this is a content that you probably will like, because it's close to your interest. And this is how we grow people knowledge, because we choose text, this is from the speech before, where we know you don't know only one word. So it's very gentle, and you kind of understand the whole picture, and there's this word every now and then. It's like, okay, this I know actually, and this I don't know, but I got the story. So then what we do next, we haven't planned it yet, but this is our next step. It's that instead of practicing with like other native people, to me it's like, you know, I love basketball, but I will never play in the NBA. Wouldn't be fun, I mean, at all to play an NBA game for me. I like to play with my friends because we're like close level. So when you practice with a student, same level and same interest, no one gets bored and you can talk for hours and hours. These are some of our testimonials that basically they can feel that they're learning a language by procrastinating on YouTube. You know, you're on YouTube for 20 minutes, but you don't feel guilty because you're learning a language. And another testimonial is that we find for you a text that you had no idea you are able to find to understand this song, for example. And our mission is really like to connect people with the reality they live in. Because when you go to a language course, they have this like kind of average course that is good for everybody, but it's good for nobody. Because they teach you like maybe words that you will never use in your life. So Bliu Bliu, it's really a system that understands who you are, what you like, the kind of interest that the kind of thing you're interested in, and adapts to you and provide you content that you can really get engaged, and you will love to spend more time listening. German, hopefully Italian. I invite you all to study Italian on Bliu Bliu. And this is how we think we're going to change it. Because why should you spend, if I now go to a course in Lithuania, I have to spend, now they send me an offer, 1,200 litas for like this intensive 2 weeks course. I mean, it's a lot of money. So the way we want to do it, it's really to make it more democratic and make it more flexible. Like a system that adapts to who you are, what you like, and what you know. And basically, this is what we're doing in Bliu Bliu. Thank you very much.